Want to be immersed in a variety of new worlds without leaving campus? Check out the new Mixed Reality Lab at Mississippi State University. A partnership between the Mississippi State University Library's Digital Media Center and the Center for Advanced Vehicular Systems gives you the opportunity to learn, play, create, and explore in a trend-setting new way. Use innovative tools that will help you learn and discover from a new perspective. Unwind by playing fun and challenging games that work out your body and mind. Create in 3D space and be on the cutting edge of design with state-of-the-art creation software. The Digital Media Center's new CAVS Mixed Reality Lab is equipped with 2 HTC Vives, 3 Oculus Rifts, and 2 Microsoft HoloLenses. In addition to these devices, the lab has 2 computers designed for mixed reality app development. This great new opportunity is open to all students, faculty, and staff, and is available anytime the library is open. Come check out this groundbreaking new technology at Mitchell Memorial Library.
Welcome to Cultural Conversations with the Mississippi State University Libraries. I'm Fred Smith, your host, and my guest today is John Mitchell, Media Specialist with the Mitchell Memorial Library. And as you can tell from the beginning video, we are going to be talking about CAVS. John, what resources are available in the CAVS Media Mixed Reality Lab?
Sure. So in the Mixed Reality Lab, we have 3 Oculus Rifts, which are more tabletop virtual reality systems. Then we have 2 HTC Vives, which allow you to have more space because the sensors kind of sit up on some pedestals, so it makes it easier for you to kind of move around. We have 2 Microsoft HoloLenses, which are augmented reality systems. And then we also have 2 computers that can be used for development. You can come in and develop apps that might be used in virtual reality. We have a program called Unity, which you can use to create different games, different experiences. So if you are qualified in that kind of stuff and you want to come in and try to develop different apps, we have that available to you.
It sounds like an amazing system. How did VR get started at the library?
Sure. So CAVS, which is the Center for Advanced Vehicular Systems, they have all this stuff at their place, which is over in the technology park, and they wanted to have it more available for students to use. So since the library is open all the time, almost 100 hours a week, they donated all the equipment to put in our space, and they bought all the stuff. They've given us a small budget for games and different experiences and that types of thing. So they really spearheaded getting that into the library, and we are very thankful to be able to partner with them on these experiences.
That's a great opportunity because I was not really aware until I started looking into this, and there's lots of great educational tools, and then there's some fun stuff too. So
right. That's why we call them experiences, not games. Experiences. Yeah.
What are some of the experiences that the library lab has to offer?
Sure. So one of the more popular ones that we have is Google Maps or Google Earth, which can kind of take you all over the world, and you can see different places, you can go to different things. We have, actually Starkville is there, and you can see through the video, you can kind of fly around Starkville, and you can actually go to campus. They just now put where you can do different street view on campus, so there you can see Starkville High School, and then obviously the football stadium. You can actually go down into what's called street view, and you can get close and kind of see what it would be like to be sitting inside the stadium. You can see there somebody from the band has taken a photo and added it. So you can actually, people can go in and take 360 pictures and add it. Also, you can go down straight on the field and kind of see what it would be like to stand at midfield. While the stadium's empty, you can still kind of go there and see what it would be like to stand there. And then you can also go to big cities. So there's several ones that are preloaded that you can go in. This is Manhattan here. You can kind of fly. It's kind of cool to fly over the skyscrapers and see different stuff. And then you can also go down onto the street and see different landmarks, different buildings that you might have always wanted to go on vacation, but you didn't want to travel there, so you just kind of want to see. And I'm telling you, when you're in the headset, it's really cool. That's the top of the Empire State Building at night, so you can kind of see out over the rest of the city. There's also different landmarks, like I mentioned earlier. This is the Statue of Liberty you can fly up to. You can go down into Street View and look up and see what it would be like there. The Eiffel Tower's in there. I mean, pretty much any place in the world that you would think that you would want to go, they have an opportunity for you to kind of at least see what it would be like in a virtual sense. And the photos are really good quality. We've had people come in and plan their vacations. So like if somebody was going to London, or this is actually Rome here, so you can kind of click through like you're driving down the street. that wall there was the wall to the Roman Empire. You can go into different restaurants and kind of see.
Your restaurant, huh?
Right, yeah, you can pick your restaurant. And so we've had people that just want to see what it would be like standing on their vacation, or we've had study abroad people come in for Thailand and that kind of thing. This is the White House. There's a cool experience with President Obama and Michelle Obama that will take you inside the White House, and you can kind of see the different rooms. You can see the boardrooms. You can see where their meetings take place. And it's just really cool to kind of see things that you wouldn't normally see on a White House tour. We also have several different art programs. There's one called Tilt Brush, which is this one where you can kind of create art that's three-dimensional. So you can create that and then you can kind of spin around it. We have one called Quill, and then also one called Google Blocks where you can actually build different things. It's more of an engineering type game where you can put blocks on top of each other and kind of build out some different three-dimensional objects. And another big thing that we have really looked into is the different anatomy ones that they have. So we have one where you can actually take the organs and you can put different diseases on it and see how, see how the heart would operate with a flutter. It can kind of give you an idea as to what it would be like if your heart had a flutter. Then you can also go inside a cell and it kind of takes you what it would look like if a disease was coming and how your body fights off different diseases. So there's some really cool things that can be done, especially in the anatomy field. And then of course history is a big deal too with this. This is from our Martin Luther King experience. It's called I Am a Man. And what it basically does is it takes you through the week that MLK was assassinated and kind of what it was like, and kind of, while it's recreated, it kind of makes you feel like you were there and kind of what the city of Memphis was like as that was going on. We have a great experience with the Titanic where you can actually go into a ship and go down and explore the ruins of the Titanic. And then also one of the cooler ones that we have is the Apollo 11 experience, where it actually puts you in the spaceship that went to the moon. And as you can see, you kind of sit in the spaceship and you got Buzz Aldrin sitting there next to you as you're kind of landing on the moon. And then it kind of takes you what it would look like as he kind of took those first steps on the moon. And it's got actual audio from the headset conversation that he was having with NASA as he was kind of going through that. And it's just a really neat experience. And it really makes you feel like you're there when you're actually inside the headset. And then of course we have games. We have lots of games. We have one called Beat Saber that's very popular right now, where it's actually, it's kind of similar to like a Rock Band game where you come in and you have lightsabers and you can kind of dance to the music. We have lots of bow and arrow games. We try to keep the games as PG rated as possible. So we have several really popular games that people will come in and play. And we're open so many hours. We're open late at night. We'll have a lot of kids that need a study break that just kind of come in and use it for a study break and play some games and just have some fun. So we have those experiences there as well that kids can come in and use.
Absolutely amazing. One of the ones that I heard about, and it wasn't in this, but was where you're walking on some sort of board over a...
We do. We have the plank experience, which will take you, it'll take you up in an elevator and then put you out. I think it's 46 feet or 46 floors up, and there's a little plank that you see, and you can kind of try to walk out on that. So if you're afraid of heights, I wouldn't recommend it.
But not going to be for me. I'm not. Right. I'm not going to try that. That's the first one I heard about. And I said, no, I don't believe that's going to be good.
Not for you.
I'd be on the floor somehow.
Sure.
Does anybody ever fall over when they have these headsets?
We've had some people that try to jump off different things, and they have fallen once or twice. Yeah, we've had. Yeah,
that's kind of looking at the clips. It's kind of amazing to watch them. You know, I know I'd lose track of where I was.
Right.
So. You brought one of the headsets for us to look at.
So this is the Microsoft HoloLens here, and what this is actually augmented reality. So when you put this on, you can still see your surroundings, but there are things projected onto your surroundings, if that makes sense. There's different holograms and things. So there's actually cameras across the front of this. If you can see, there's cameras across the front of this that kind of help you map out where you are. So it can remember where you've placed different things and what you've done. And one of the things we've had success with this is Landscape Architecture has actually been using it. We have a SketchUp viewer in here, and so they can build different models and different things, and then they can load them in and they can walk around as if they were built. So they can scale them at 1-to-1, and either if they were building something for a courtyard, they can put it outside, or if they were building something to go inside another building, they can actually place it there and walk around, and all the textures and things are there, and they can kind of see what it would be like if that building was actually built before, putting in, without having to actually build an actual model. They can build it digitally and then put it in here and look at it and see it. They can also scale different things. So they could take an entire building and put it on a tabletop, which might be helpful to them as they're kind of placing different, if they're putting trees and different things in there, they can kind of get an idea of the entire picture. So that's one of the things that we've been using the HoloLens for. We've had people come in and just play it. This is a self-contained computer, so you can take this anywhere. As long as you have internet access, you can connect to it. It's basically like a Windows computer inside there. So it's really cool, and you use your hands to kind of do everything. So if you do like this, you can select or go to a menu setting. So it's really cool, and it's kind of just getting started. So it's nice to be kind of on the front edge of this, but it's really neat, and you can collaborate with different people. So if somebody has one of these in another country or another state, these things will talk to each other, so you can collaborate on different things and different projects that you might not want to travel for. So it's a really neat piece, and we're happy to have it.
This is an amazing system, and we really are lucky to have this available. If I'm a student or a researcher, do I need to make an appointment to come see you?
No, we're open almost 100 hours a week, so anytime the library is open, you can come by and get trained. Our student workers at the front desk can do it. So you just come by, you check it out like you would check out anything else. We have all the systems there. We actually have a tutorial that will put you through to kind of help you get used to just kind of the controllers, and you can kind of see what your hands can do. So we have, what we'll do is when you come in, we'll put you through this quick tutorial just to make sure you understand how your hands work. And there's a quick little game that we'll run you through that can kind of show you how it works. It just gets you used to being in a different environment. It gets you used to having the headset on. It gets you used to using your hands a little differently and just getting used to the controllers. And then once you've run through that tutorial, we let you do whatever. You can play different games. You can switch systems. You can go back and forth. So that's kind of the baseline. And then once you've done that, put your name on a list, you can come anytime and check it out.
So somebody's there to help if you do need help.
Right. We have our student workers. They're all trained in this, so they would be able to help you out.
Okay, so you don't have to be tech savvy, which I am not,
right.
To use the system, right. and so well, it's absolutely amazing what you can do with that. How often are students using it?
We get students in on a daily basis. Friday afternoons will be heavier than Monday, but we get a lot of students in throughout the week that just play different games, relax. We'll have classes come in sometimes and use the stuff just to kind of get an idea as to how they could use it for their research.
I've been in and seen huge groups.
Right.
And I guess those are student groups that have come in?
Right, we'll have student groups. We'll have some high school groups that will come in and kind of get used to it and see if maybe it's something they would like to put in their library to have in their lab. And they'll come in, we'll put them through the tutorial and let them see some different things to just decide, okay, I want to do this, but I'm not sure which system I want to get. Let me see what the differences are and how I could use it. So we've had a lot of success with that as well.
Well, it's hopefully now that people get some knowledge of what we've got available, they'll be using you even more. This is Fred Smith, and I want to thank you for watching Cultural Conversations with the Mississippi State University Libraries.